3 days before I was going to announce my retirement, I traveled to Tucson for a reunion with some of my colleagues I'd worked with there in the sales office in the late 80s and early 90s. So I told some of them about my intent to retire, and they were very congratulatory, and some of them had already retired, and they were telling me their stories about the joys of being free of the encumbrance of work. One individual, however, a gentleman named Bob Schaff. Now, this is the guy who convinced me to leave engineering and move into sales in 1989, had a different idea. He was telling me about a venture that he had engaged in that was very compelling. I really was curious and engaged. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome guests. The company that Bob worked for is called Photonic Capital. And the value proposition was very compelling and very simple. Photonic Capital helps companies reduce their energy costs significantly by coming in and replacing all of the lighting with LED lights. The LED lights consume 50 to 80% less energy. And Photonic Capital puts together an arrangement called an Energy Reduction Services Agreement that enables them and the client to share in these savings over a 5 to 10 year agreement. And there's no maintenance cost. First of all, the light bulbs are much more reliable, and there's a warranty on all the light bulbs for the entire life of the agreement. The second element of the value proposition is that it provides much better lighting for the staff of the company as well as their customers. And then the third element of the value proposition is it enables the company to reduce their carbon footprint by the same 50 to 80%. I thought it was pretty compelling, so I did more due diligence. The value proposition of the company, the mission statement of the company, is to reduce the amount of energy consumption by $1.2 billion and to eliminate 8 metric tons of CO2 emission by the year 2021. I'm a big believer in limiting our dependence on fossil fuel, going back to when I was in college working on a solar energy research project. So I found this very interesting. And on August 4th, I made my commitment to represent this company in the Phoenix area. So what is behind all this? It's LED technology, which has been around for a long time. What it does, it enables us to reduce the energy consumption significantly. It enables us to reduce the carbon footprint significantly, but the lifetime of the light bulbs is 5 to 10 times longer. The quality of light that's delivered is significantly higher. The light can be tuned to the specific application, so that in an operating room, the light can be very bright and very white. Whereas in a consultation room, the light can be dim and very warm. It's a very smart technology. In fact, the LEDs are basically semiconductors. The same technology that's in our phones. We've seen how that enables us to do new and innovative things all the time. We can build capability into the LED lights, things like building Wi-Fi hubs, occupancy sensors, controlling the HVAC systems. We can use these things to connect to photo cameras for security. So there's many ways that we can enable these LED lights to become part of the Internet of Things. And finally, it enables companies to become ecologically more responsible, because there's no toxic materials in the LED lights. No mercury like there is in the fluorescent tubes. And they're 100% recyclable. So it's the LED lights that provide the savings. It is the Energy Reduction Services Agreement that enables us to share in those savings. Let me explain to you how that works. So if a client has an electric bill of $50,000 a month, just a number, we do an audit of that facility and identify all the lighting that exists in that facility. The average building, 40% of the energy, of the electrical energy, is consumed by the lighting. So in this example, that means $20,000 a month is being consumed by the lighting. We provide the client with a proposal. Once they accept that proposal, we come in and replace all the lights with LEDs at no capital expense to the client, no upfront cost. So the client's new expense for electricity for lighting is now $4,000 a month, down from $20,000 a month. We share in those savings with the client with a $12,800 per month payment over the 5-year period, which results for the client in a new total energy bill of $16,800 a month, or a saving of $3,200 a month. So what the client gets out of this is dramatically improved lighting, no capital outlay. In this case, it's a 16% reduction in their energy bill. Our goal is to deliver a 20% savings to all of our clients. Full warranty for the entire life of the contract, and a 62% reduction in the carbon footprint. And at the end of the ERSA, Energy Reduction Service Agreement, the client can buy the light bulbs for $1. Let me tell you about a couple of examples. So the Lincoln Tunnel in New York, it's a 1.5 mile long tunnel that goes from New Jersey to Manhattan. The place is caustic. All kinds of noxious fumes from the vehicles, vibration, there's moisture. Did I say it goes from New Jersey to Manhattan? And what the Port Authority did was they allowed 6 companies to come in and to install their lights as a pilot. Of the 6 companies, only 1 company's lights survived the pilot period. And you can see a much better quality of light here than was previously. And the other thing is they don't have to shut the tunnel down all the time to replace the light bulbs. So we were able to save the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey $283,000 a year. Another example that I like is Lenox Hill Hospital. We did a full refit of the facility for them. And one of the things I think is most innovative here is we developed something called an antimicrobial light. So the light itself actually kills germs. Pretty cool, particularly in a hospital environment. I'm very excited about the fact that I'm currently working with a number of clients. I'm working with a major hospital in town. I'm working with a 60,000 square foot retreat facility. I'm working with an RV dealership. I'm working with a 460 unit apartment complex and a dormitory complex at the local university. So I'm very excited about this. And I've spent most of my career trying to get companies to give me money in exchange for a future benefit. What's really exciting to me about this is I'm helping companies reduce the expense associated with a line item that's already in their budget. I look forward to coming back and sharing with you in the very near future the actual results, the benefits that my clients will have received. Mr.